What's going on, everyone? This base was built for dedicated duo teams. You could easily fit a trio inside, but you may feel a little cramped. If you play modded, you could main this base as a solo player. There's a couple of ways to fight back against store campers at the front of base. There are 2 exterior window frames reinforced by a garage door, and 1 interior window frame, which will help you defend the outside and inside the primary airlock. The first room you'll see is the garden, which also provides access to our oil refinery. Opening the first armored door reveals a medium battery, as well as the access point for our shooting floor and tower. After opening the second armored door, we'll head on over to the first bedroom, which also houses a large box, 4 small boxes, a grill, water purifier, water barrel, and the control panel for our garden's water and electrical system. The first pump keeps water moving from the large water catcher placed outside to the water barrel inside. The switch here controls the lamp, and the second pump controls the sprinklers. It's a basic system that makes gardening a little bit less of a hassle. Moving on, we'll head to the core base. We'll pass through the main living area, which is found upstairs and accessed by jumping on a composter. In the main living area, you'll find a total of 5 large boxes, 3 small boxes, 2 grills, 4 furnaces, and a computer station, which provides access to 4 cameras placed on top of the tower. The 2 switches shown control the garage doors and auto turrets outside, which are placed on top of the exterior TCs and face inward to take out anyone close to base. The core is accessed via drop-down and sits behind a reinforced glass window. The first room on the right is protected by a garage door and holds 2 beds along with 2 drop boxes for storage. Opening the next 2 garage doors reveals a locker, 4 additional large boxes, 4 small boxes, a Tier 3 workbench, and finally our TC, which sits behind the workbench. To access the shooting floor, we need to go back toward the entrance of base, using the medium battery to access the first ladder. The shooting floor consists of 2 trade windows, 8 window frames, and 2 airlocks on both sides, which provide access to the helipad. A RF transmitter controls the helipad lights to make finding your base at night a little bit easier. The next ladder takes us up the tower. You can descend quickly from top to bottom. You can place the foundation as low or as high as you'd like, as there are no raised foundations required for this build. If you're on unlevel terrain, consider placing your foundations at a medium height to avoid problems later on. Start by placing a square, then a triangle, another square, and then 3 more triangles. The first set of door frames will act as our temporary airlock. so you'll want to keep that in mind. Upgrade both door frames to wood, as well as the airlock ceiling, then upgrade everything else to stone. Add doors, add a wall here, upgrade it to stone, then place your TC. Add upkeep, then add a ceiling and upgrade it to stone. Now that we're sealed, we'll finish the inside. Place 3 wall frames and upgrade them to stone. Add a window frame in front of the TC along with reinforced glass once available. You can fit a tier 1 workbench, 2 large boxes, a grill, small box, and a bag in the first square. I like to place the second bag in the closest triangle. Then for the other room, you can easily fit a research table, 4 small boxes, and a grill. Place 2 furnaces, one here and one here. You'll need to remove the temporary airlock that we created earlier by destroying the wooden door frames and ceiling. Keep in mind you can skip adding a temporary airlock to avoid this part entirely if you plan to expand quickly. If you decide to skip it, you'll save time, but your starter will be a little bit more vulnerable. After destroying the ceiling, add walls around the second floor as shown. Add wall frames. Before adding the last wall frame, place a half wall, floor triangle, destroy the half wall, and then finally add the last wall frame. Now upgrade everything to stone and place garage doors on the available wall frames. Jump out of base and make sure you bring either a furnace or ladder with so that you can access the second floor again. Add a triangle foundation, walls, and wall frame. Place a double door or garage door on the wall frame. Then place your furnace or ladder. Don't forget to seal up the roof. Now create shelves by using floor tiles. Start by placing one on the left side. Once you've done that, you can add 2 more on the right. Place 2 large boxes on each side. Add a computer station on the triangle shown. Then place your Tier 2 workbench in the corner, followed by a small box. You can fit a grill and a small box next to the workbench. Place 4 furnaces total, then add another large box, grill, and small box. Now head into the core of base and destroy the last wooden door frame. Add a window frame, and place a reinforced glass window to seal up. The first piece of comb we add is important, as it will allow us to create a makeshift shelf in the primary square located in the core. Add a triangle foundation and place a half wall and a floor triangle. Destroy the half wall and then finish off this section by adding the remaining regular walls and a ceiling tile. Add the remaining honeycomb around the back of base. Now let's work on the front of base. Place the foundations shown. Add walls, window frames, door frames, and wall frames. Upgrade all of it, then add a ceiling. Okay, make sure you've left the one triangle shown open, as we use this triangle as an access point to the floors above. Add a trade window and doors to secure the primary airlock. Then place embrasures over the 2 open window frames. I like to use both an embrasure and reinforced glass on the interior window frame so that if you have to remove the glass to defend, you'll still have something blocking the window. Place an oil refinery on the ground in the open square. Add 2 half walls. Destroy the bottom one, and then place a low wall. You can use a ladder or furnace here to access the upstairs if you'd like. Since space is limited, I decided to place a medium battery here, which will serve as backup power for our first electrical system. Add 2 walls here. Add a half wall, floor triangle, destroy the half wall, and add a wall frame. For the next jump up, a ladder is preferable. finish sealing up, add the remaining walls, wall frames, and ceiling. Make sure this triangle is upgraded to wood, as we'll have to destroy it when we're ready to add the tower. Now we'll head back into the entryway to furnish the area. Eventually, we'll place a large garden bed here. Hold off on doing so for now. You can use this room for whatever you'd like until you're ready to run water and electricity. With that having been said, let's furnish the front bedroom and loot room. Add a salvage shelf, then place a large box, grill, and small box on the top shelf. On the bottom shelf, you can fit a repair bench, grill, and 3 small boxes. Add your water barrel in the corner. Then you could fit another small box or a water purifier here. Place 2 beds. Then move your research table here. This will help block the window off. Throw a large box underneath. You can leave the furnace here to access the second floor. You could also use a ladder or a flame turret. I decided to try something a little different this time by using a composter. It works, but can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. The main thing you need to realize when using a composter here is that jumping into either the left or right corner works way better than trying to jump onto it or down from it straight on. Now go to the top of base and honeycomb the second floor. Begin on either side of base. Place the necessary wall frames, window frames, and door frames. Try not to forget a door frame like I did. There's a total of 8 window frames, 9 wall frames, and 2 door frames. To secure the floor, you'll need 10 window embrasures, 2 trade windows, 5 garage doors, 2 double doors, and 2 single doors. Head out the backside of base and place 5 floor triangles, which will be our helipad. Now destroy the wooden ceiling tile placed earlier and place a ladder to access the roof tile to create the tower. Add the walls shown, upgrade them, then place an inner wall here. Add a half wall and floor triangle, then destroy the half wall. Add wall frames where available, then add a ceiling. Place garage doors on at least 2 of the wall frames. You can place an additional 3 garage doors on this floor. I recommend adding all of them as soon as you can. Add all 6 window embrasures. Place large boxes all around so that you can get a better downward shooting angle. Upgrading this base comes down to personal preference and what your team can afford. With that having been said, I recommend making the core base armored. The rest is up to you. Upgrade the walls and floors of the core to high qual. The window frames can be upgraded to sheet. The drop-down walls and floors should also be high qual. We'll upgrade the ceiling on the second floor. Now, to refurnish the core, place a tier 3 workbench in front of the TC. Place 2 small boxes underneath. Now add a floor triangle. You're able to place this since we embedded a half wall into our first layer of honeycomb. You can fit another small box here, but first, place 2 large boxes here. Now you can place another 2 above. What the fuck does that even mean? Oh, my bad. Anyway.
You can fit another small box here as well.
Add a locker. Place both beds. Then add a couple of drop boxes to hold a few backup weapons. You can fit a couple of more boxes in the center if you'd like. The nice thing is that they don't restrict movement at all within the core. For this space, I prefer to upgrade the second floor, front bedroom, garden, second floor walls, and tower, all to sheet. Now head outside and add some stone walls to the foundations we placed earlier before upgrading the entire exterior of base to sheet metal. Make a temporary staircase to access the last few walls that need upgraded. Then, to finish, add honeycomb to both sides of the tower, here, as shown. Before placing our external TCs, I recommend adding another layer of honeycomb to the first floor to reinforce the core of base. You can upgrade the foundations to stone or sheet, your choice. The reason I'm going with sheet is so that when I connect our external TCs, the foundations closest to each bridge are a bit stronger. This helps prevent someone from jackhammering through a stone foundation to break the link between your external TCs and your base. You and I both know that you'll be a target with this base, and the added cost is worth it in my opinion. The first external TC we place will be in the front of base. Start by upgrading the foundations shown to sheet. Now place the twig foundations necessary to create the triangle foundation required. You'll use the same layout for the TC at the back of base as well. You could use foundations or foundation steps to bridge each external TC, your choice. Place 5 foundation steps. You'll want to take the steps just outside of the area that you have build privilege. Privilege drops right where you're going to place the TC, you're good to go. Add walls, a ceiling tile. Place the TC. Upgrade everything to sheet. Add some upkeep. Then place a reinforced glass window. Now upgrade the stairs and triangle leading back to base. Remember, you'll use the same exact method for the back of base. Now, for both the left and right side of base, use the temporary foundations shown to bridge each external TC. attach 2 sets of stairs to this triangle, then remove all of the foundations placed prior, except the very last staircase. Now add a triangle foundation to the remaining staircase. Place 3 additional staircases, then add another triangle foundation. Simply repeat the steps shown prior to complete the 2 remaining external TCs. In the next video, I'll cover both the electrical and water systems associated with this base. The first system includes installing the garden, CCTV cameras, and the lights for a helipad which operate via RF. The second system powers the garage doors and auto turrets, which we'll place on top of each external TC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to take this base and modify it to fit your needs. If you have a second, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Will your duo be building this base next wipe? Don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you hit that too. Either action really helps a smaller channel like mine. Until next time, thanks for watching.